Hello. This is my first time attempting to make a long form video because I've decided that I actually want to go forward with trying to build my channel and my following along with my art. So I figured I might as well make a long form introduction video about me, my art process, and just what to expect from the channel. So let's start with me. My tag name is Queen Cobra 526, which is something I made up in middle school, but I figured I might as well stick with it. I'm 23, about to be 24, and I've been drawing since I could pick up a pencil. Like, it's always been my passion, my escape, the way I express myself, because like as a kid I wasn't much of a talker, nor was I particularly social until I grew out of that shyness. Art was how I communicated and shared myself with the world rather than speaking, because I was a bit of a shy kid. I mean, a little bit about me is that I love fictional creative media. I love movies, I love storytelling, I love folklore, I love comic books, superheroes, anything that has to do with the story, and throw a little bit of artsy stuff in there. I eat it up. That's what I've always loved consuming as a child. It's what kept me going and inspired me because I've always wanted to create my own story, my own characters. I'm full of ideas, though I haven't actually completed writing any of them, but we're working on it. I have this fear of being perceived, which I'm starting this channel to get over with, because you can't be like an author or a person who works on comic books if you're afraid of talking to people and pushing your ideas. So what you see me working on here is like my art persona that I developed, well, actually back in middle school. Now that I think about it, I've always been a person that I love cats, but I specifically love Oriental short hairs. They're so scrunkly. So I kind of based my art persona off of one, though I don't necessarily see it as a cat, more like something that's cat adjacent, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, I see myself and like my personality as like a cartoon character. So I draw myself how I think I would look if I was in one of those like ragtime inspired cartoons with like the rubber hose physics and like all the wacky antics and stuff like that. I mean, I've been like posting on YouTube Shorts and TikTok for a little while now, kind of playing around with the idea of putting my art out there to be consumed, which is terrifying, but we'll talk more about that later. And my friends say that I'm funny. I don't perceive myself as funny, but apparently I am, and they encourage me to, do more long form content, talk more, show my personality more, and hopefully that'll reach an audience of people who are also just as odd as I am, in like a good way, of course, and find some art friends, people with similar artistic minds. So I am very, very, very new to this whole social media thing and figuring out how to edit and make videos and upload them and the algorithm and all that. So please, please, please have mercy on my soul. Please be patient with me. I'm working on it. I'm figuring it out. Baby steps and all that. So now that introduction is over, let's talk about the fear of being perceived as an artist and how I personally struggle with accepting myself in the art that I make, for fun. So I have this problem, and it probably stems back to my childhood and like most things, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, the point is, I have a problem where if I'm making art and I enjoy it too much, then I see it as less valuable. Which I know sounds crazy, but let me explain. So I've always been a perfectionist, even when I was a child. And it really does extend to my art to the point where I get way too in my head about it. And by that, I mean, I'm constantly trying to one-up myself, constantly trying to improve, constantly trying to make the best possible thing ever. I'm constantly trying to just climb this mountain of self-improvement in order to prove to myself that I'm an actual artist and that I'm good at my passion, that the years of work that I've put into it is actually worth it and that I can actually go somewhere with it. But as you can guess, it leads to a lot of negative feelings as well as some crazy art block. So because when I was little, I would use drawing as an outlet for my feelings and a way to express myself, I still continue to do that as an adult, even though I've sort of grown out of that shyness and not being able to speak up for myself, voice my opinions, take up space. The problem is I still associate art with those things and those negative feelings. Because, I was a talented child when it came to my art. So I started subconsciously putting those things together. So now I'm 23 and I'm relearning how to enjoy art and enjoy the process of making it, and that not everything needs to be absolutely groundbreaking. Sometimes you can just draw something because you want to. There doesn't need to be a big meaning behind it. There doesn't need to be struggle or strife or stress in the artistic process in order to make it meaningful. So to whoever's watching this, fun is a valid reason to create art. You don't have to constantly be struggling. You can just draw something because you want to, and therein is your reason and your value in creating art. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. you.